I mean, those are penetrating the will of Pearson. You can see him wilting here in round 3. And it is an ugly, ugly mask of blood he's wearing right now. And you wonder what he can do to turn this thing around, Smitty. It's all Dorian Beaupierre right now.
Beaupierre really doing a good job of working the entire body that's available to him of Pearson. Not only the head, but he'll work the body, the sides, the solar plexus. He'll come underneath when Pearson's in that position with the uppercut, like that. And there's the body shot you mentioned.
He's working nice angles, Beaupierre is, trying to penetrate that defense, and he is finding a way.
You know what else he's doing, and it's something that we have in our notes here. He told us he was a boxer, puncher, but also a thinker. And we can see him, Beaupierre, thinking inside that ring. You can just look at him and see that he's thinking.
He's punching with pinpoint precision, both to the body and head, and the headbutt that time. Pearson's doing what he can, Smitty, but it's clearly not enough right now.
Well, right now he's following and catching. Not in any way, shape, or form trying to take advantage of his southpaw style. His right jab is missing.
Well, that is a lot of blood on the face of Leon Pearson.
When you give up that much reach, you have to use that first jab to try to get in. So it has to always be 2 jabs. Use the first one to kind of get inside, and then if you're going to use a second or third one, you have to already be there. He's too far outside when he's attempting those shots.
Pearson spun around, and good sportsmanship by Beaupierre not to punch at Pearson's back. Beaupierre got distracted by his own corner, and Pearson tagged him with the right hand. But again, round 3 has been all Dorian Beaupierre.
He really wants to set that uppercut up, Beaupierre. You can see it on the inside trying to set up that uppercut underneath, a little low with that shot.
Beaupierre has 5 knockouts to his credit out of his 9 wins. And he has just put a severe beating on Leon Pearson through the first 3 rounds here tonight.
I was this close to filing bankruptcy.
My credit card debt was out of control.
I didn't know where to turn.
Are you overwhelmed by debt?
Round 4 underway. Larry Michael with James Smith, CSI's World Class Championship Boxing. In the ring right now, Dorian Beaupierre in the black trunks with the gold trim, pummeling Leon Pearson with the black trunks and the white trim. In the corner of Beaupierre told their man, do not lose your concentration, keep bringing it.
And he hasn't. He's pummeling and also pitching a shutout over Pearson. Good job, though, in the Pearson corner of kind of lessening the blood that's been flowing from that nose. It's starting again, and now it's really starting again. But in between rounds, they've done a pretty good job. But it's really flowing right now. And you see Beaupierre going to work on him.
Key to Beaupierre's attack, taking advantage of that reach and just using that jab, working from a distance. And working the body. I mean, he is just taking it from the opening bell, take the play away from Leon Pearson.
I gotta believe that's a broken nose. When it flows like that, Larry, it usually is. And you see that Beaupierre going to work on him. And
Leon Pearson complaining about the low blow, and the referee, David Fields, warns him for the 2nd time in this fight. That's the kind of thing Beaupierre does not want to lose track of. He is comfortably in front, but you don't want to start giving back points right now.
I think he looks relaxed in there, taking his time. Finally, a jab lands by Pearson, a right jab, but again, he's too far outside. You see Beaupierre really making great use of that uppercut. There it is again in the shotgun jab.
Man, he is a sharpshooter, isn't he?
Doesn't waste anything. No wasted punches by Beaupierre, and you like to see that with a guy that's only 27 years of age in his 11th pro fight.
He has really busted Leon Pearson up here. And you just have to give Pearson credit for courage, don't you?
You want Beaupierre, I mentioned he's never been past 4 rounds, but the way he's fighting, so relaxed, so accurate, doesn't waste anything. Stamina should be no problem for him.
Beaupierre's hands have dropped dangerously low. He just has a lot of confidence that Pearson can't hurt him.
What you'd like to see from Beaupierre, though, if he's going to go up the ladder in a middleweight division, a division where you have to have speed, accuracy, and power, let's see if he how he is as a finisher. He's dominating the fight. He's landing a lot of punches. Pearson doesn't usually cooperate, though. He's a real gamer.
We talked about how tough Pearson is, and this is an example of what we were talking about. He's taken a pretty serious beating through the first 4 rounds, both to the body and dome.
Beaupierre at this point needs to put some power behind his shots.
Another big round for Dorian Beaupierre as round 4 comes to a close. Beaupierre feeling very confident right now, Smitty, and I'm not so sure Pearson can do anything but try to hang on and finish this fight.
Well, that's about it. So this would be the point where you would think that they might think about stopping it, but not with a guy like Pearson.
Got this pretty much under control.
Checking out action from round 4. Another big one from Beaupierre.
And the action is Beaupierre on the attack. Some of those shots Pearson's turning with, taking away the power. You see the accuracy by Dorian. Nice right hand. And another good round for Beaupierre. And he looks happy, doesn't he?
Keep that left hand up when you're getting hit. You're getting hit. Keep that
The
hand
main thing, Dorian, just put your hands together. Let's go to work and get this monkey out of here, all right?
There's Leon Pearson, who has had some maintenance done to his face between rounds.
And I like what the corner said, Larry. They said, let's take this guy out of here. And that's what Beaupierre needs to do. This is nationally televised to fight. You need to not only win, but look impressive. And in the middleweight division, you have to have power to go along with accuracy if you're going to move up the ladder.
Those last couple of wins have come by way of decision. Prior to that, he had a 3 knockout streak. Beginning to 2002 to start 2003, and now Beaupierre sitting down on his punches, trying to gain a little leverage. Leon Pearson's going to be a hard guy to put away, though.
If he gets it done, it'll probably would be with that right uppercut, because that's the shot that is going to be there for him, especially with Pearson coming. There it is.
Oh, that just stopped him in his tracks.
That's the shot, the right uppercut by Beaupierre. Little fatigue showing on Pearson now.
That shouldn't be a surprise. Just from the right-hand stance, from the conventional stance, a good body shot, and Pearson loses the mouthpiece.
Yeah, it's a good tactic. We're not saying he did it on purpose, but a fighter has a tendency. He looks like a beaten fighter.
Yeah, but he's not going to drop the mouthpiece after his best punch of the fight. I mean, he's waited 5 rounds for that punch to come.
It's a sign of an exhausted fighter.
What do you think's going through Pearson's mind here now, Smitty? Because he's probably in a lot of pain from that nose, but he continues to move forward.
Well, he's a guy who, who's been in there a lot. He's had 23 fights, and he's been in there against some good fighters and pretty good punchers like Mendoza. But he just can't figure out a way to get inside and have any effectiveness against Beaupierre.
Continues to move forward and catch, Leon Pearson does. Throws that left hand. Diving ahead with a little more than a minute to go in round 5. Fight scheduled for 6 rounds tonight here in Lodi, New Jersey.